Okay, this is Nick back again. The reason I got myself the water distiller is because I wanted to have pure water. I've tried buying one of these before a few years ago so I could have pure water, but that was a cheap Chinese model, and the result of it was that no matter how many distillation runs I put it through, it still tasted like, you know, plasticky chemicals from a Chinese factory. The slightly better quality ones are going down in price, so I could finally get myself one cheap on eBay, and it's working like a charm. What I did was I tested the quality of my tap water using a total dissolved solids meter and found that I had 325 parts per million of total dissolved solids, which implies to me that within each litre, and please correct me if my mathematics is incorrect here, that would mean about 325 milligrams of chemicals going into my body, right, per litre. So if you were to get through 10 litres of water, that involves your cooking, the water you use to knock back your vitamins and minerals, your tea, your coffee, water to drink, the water you use to make the soups and to steam your vegetables. You'll be taking in, what, more than 3,000 milligrams of stuff into your body. Now when you're buying yourself, let's say, a vitamin and mineral complex, you want to check out the number of milligrams of all the various different good stuff, okay? And then you think about putting that into your body because that's good for you. Well, if I'm taking out of my body, or not putting into my body, a few thousand milligrams worth of bad shit every day, then that's got to be good, in my humble opinion. Of course, I could be wrong, I could be completely deluding myself, but at the moment, I'm drinking distilled water. This thing makes just under 4 litres worth every single day, so I'm having probably about 7.5 litres of water, distilled water a day for my drinking, my tea, my coffee, my, everything, which goes into my mouth. Of course, I'm still washing in tap water and bathing in tap water, that's another issue, of course, but essentially if I'm removing some of the evil, then that's got to be a good thing. So, am I recommending it or condoning it? Not really. I'm just telling you this is what I'm doing, because there is some good science about this stuff, there's some bad science about this stuff, there's all kinds of pseudoscience and new age weirdo science out there as well, so essentially I'm not going to tell you either way. I'm just going to give this a go for about a month and see how well I do. It's actually quite interesting when you have finished, let's say, 2 distillation runs and you have a look inside the chamber, and what's left, the sediment, is basically mud. Right, it's not just the light white chalkiness you have at the bottom of your kettle. It's like there's that stuff as well as this dark brown. Yeah. It looks appalling, to be honest. And the very idea of putting that inside me is not really something which is, going to do me any good. Yes, there is a concern about the cost. It's a 750 watt device, but on the other hand, if I am putting something into my body which can then, because it's completely empty, there can be some kind of ionic transfer between the distilled water and any gunk in my body, so that I can then, excrete out or sweat out or breathe out any of the toxins with greater ease. Then that has to be regarded as being a good thing, in my humble opinion. And I'll just see how I do. Maybe this is a thing which is, one of the miracle cures of the world. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it's just something else you have to add to eating your gluten-free organic food in order to improve your general health and well-being and your immune system and your ability to fight off all kinds of negative things in your body. There's all kinds of reports out there of people who are, or who have, drunk distilled water for something like sciatica, and hey presto, the sciatica then goes away. Some people even report distilled water as being a variety of cancer cure, but that does seem to be mixed with an almost Gerson therapy-like adherence to raw vegetables and juices. So that's not just based upon distilled water, that's based upon juicing and taking in vast quantities of nutrients through living off, very expensive juicing regimes. But with the help of a bit of distilled water, maybe I can do myself some good. It does make the tea taste a little funny, but on the other hand, I'm just like looking forward to things working out better inside my body and hoping this is going to help.